You are watching Psychic Witch Talk, hosted by Christine Rossi and Diana Rachel. Christine Rossi reads at the Mystic Dream in Walnut Creek, California, and Diana Rachel runs Tarot Real Psychic Life Coaching in San Francisco, California. I'm Diana Rachel.
Christine Rossi.
And
I guess, I should say that although we're live, we're in two separate locations.
Yes. And so this is one part of the reason for the back and forth and the weird lighting, but also because we used to work together at the Mystic Dream in Walnut Creek, where Christine Rossi still is. And now since I live in San Francisco, I've started my own practice and I'm in the process of building and opening my own shop out here.
Yeah. And so this is a really easy way for us to get together.
Yes. Much less of a commute. And so today we are talking about the magic of things, or the magic of everything.
Well, it's so many people tend to separate out. I need to go to a magical store to buy magical items. It's nice, but magic's been around long before they had stores that had magical items.
Yeah, there's been
used everyday things to incorporate into their magic, because there was no, go downtown and to a magical store for very many years.
Yeah, there was magic way before there was magical stuff.
Yes,
definitely.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
A lot of it was very much based on use what you have. And in this day and age, we have a lot more stuff in general, and literally any of it can be used for magic. It's just a matter of thinking about it creatively.
I agree. So we have fun things to do today with sharing and picking out items for each other. It's kind of like challenge 101. What would you do with this?
Yes.
And of course we have to keep it all nice.
So which one of us wants, what Christine and I have done today to challenge each other a little bit is we have picked up some semi-random items. We did screen a little bit to be nice to each other. And so to challenge each other to say, okay, let's put this up and what can that do for magic? So, or what can you do magically with it?
Okay.
Which one of us wants to go first?
Why don't we trade off? I'll go first.
Okay.
I'm going to do
a jar.
Just a jar. Yeah, just a jar. Any size, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay, and to preface this, I do practice a lot of hoodoo and conjure, and I've been having a long year of people messing with me. So I see that jar, and the first thing I think is, I can pee in that.
Yeah.
So, which would be a way of storing urine for domination spells, or a version of it that I call a knock that shit off spell, where you're like, basically you do the binding, however you do that, you put that in the jar, you put whatever herbs on there you think is appropriate to the situation, and then you pee on it. Now, there are some things you have to be careful, like at one point this year I got ghost pepper on some intimate areas, so I don't want to go through that again. But there are some much more positive things. If you're on Pinterest at all, jars, mason jars, this kind of thing can be used all kinds of ways. A sweet jar is really popular in hoodoo and conjure tradition. That's where you may put in a picture of yourself and someone that you're sweet on or that you'd like to have a better relationship with, and add honey or maple syrup or sugar if you need things to move fast, and different herbs and flavorings. Then you burn a candle on top of it and eventually heat and sweeten that spell over time. You can use it there's a version of it called a luck jar, where you can fill it with rice and beans and other things and just have those around your house as just a stationary way of drawing luck. And they're a lot of fun to make. I have some around my house from Christmas Eve this year, because my roommate loves Buddha beer, and it comes in these Buddha bottles. So it's just perfect for making luck bottles. And
what a great idea.
Yeah, you could get corks from any craft store, and you just put that in. It's actually pretty great. So that's one of the many things, so many things you can do with these.
Absolutely. When you were talking about, peeing in the bottle, the first thing that crossed my mind, other than that, was making a witch bottle, which
Yes.
will draw any negativity to that rather than to you.
Yes, unless you're me, but I'm a smart ass, so this happens. So I've made those. And witch bottles are usually one of the first like stepped up defenses people practicing any aspect of the craft learn. And these go all the way back to medieval England and before. There's been excavation crews that have turned them up and gone, what is that? Ew. Because you have to be really comfortable with the things that come out of your body to make these. And it does usually involve like putting rusty nails or old razors, or I mean, sometimes it's hard to find rusty nails, so I'll just use fresh ones sometimes. And then for female bodied people, menstrual blood, urine, spit, your hair, just other things that, would draw things over towards you.
Yep.
And so
I was going to say, yeah, the other thing is that, not just nails and razors, but anything pokey. So you can use thorns from, your rose bush and things like that. Cat's claws as well. When they shed the outer claw every once in a while, I find them in the carpet and stuff, and I go put that aside for some good magic stuff. So there's all kinds of things you can use.
okay, and I don't own cats, so that never even occurred to me. So
yeah,
that's useful.
Yeah, so that anybody that's coming at you gets nice kitty scratch.
Well, and I have vicious allergies, so believe it or not, I
Well,
try not to pick them up that much.
It helps to be. Well, I've used it in a tracking spell. So now, where is this coming from? And then use a cat's claw for to scratch the person that is sending it out, so that when I see in an obvious area, not a hidden area on the body. So on the back of a hand or something like that, you make it specific.
Mm-hmm.
You can even say across the cheek or something like that. And then the next time you see the person, you just kind of like scan them to see if they've got any scratches and stuff, and you'll know if it's coming from that person or not.
Interesting. Okay, this is something, it's never even occurred to me to do a tracking spell. This is good information for me.
Oh yeah, I figured that was like 101. Sorry.
No, well, the more you know, the more basics you realize you don't know.
Yeah,
So,
that's very true. It is very true. Yeah, many times you've come up with things that are like, oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I mean, you can do the cat claw. You can use the in other ways too. You can give them like a sty, or things that are visible to that people can't hide. That kind of stuff. Fever blisters, things like that. Whatever is visible so that they can't hide that.
right.
And it makes it for quite interesting, because you're just sending it back. It's like a reversal, but you're just sending it back on this little trail to go back to where all this negative magic has been coming from, and to the root of it. And then if you have somebody that's within your close vicinity that's been smiling and stabbing in the back kind of thing, which, I hate to see stuff like that, but it does happen. We both know that.
Oh, yeah.
Then it makes it really obvious. Oh, hell no. It's so-and-so. Okay, got that.
So, yeah, I'm definitely going to borrow that one. So, yeah.
Might make life a little simpler.
Yeah, well, and I have enough friends with cats. This should not be hard for me to obtain. So,
yeah,
okay.
like I said, scratches, bloody, bloodshot eye, or a sty in the eye, or fever blisters, you can give them all to one person if you really want to, especially if you've been having a lot of problems. So
Yeah, well, and I'm more of a knock that off than a I'm going to mess you up person. So, but I will definitely keep this one in mind. For more ways to connect to Christine or Diana, follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/psychicwitchtalk, or go to psychicwitchtalk.com to join our mailing list and find out about psychic fairs and other events where Diana and Christine will be reading and teaching. Book Christine by calling 925-933-2342 or by logging on to themysticdream.com. She is available every Monday and Wednesday in Walnut Creek, California. Book Diana at Diana Rachel Psychic Life Coaching by going to dianarachel.com. Don't forget the J between the A and the C, or by texting 415-508-3202. All appointments must be made a minimum of 24 hours in advance. Appointments are available by Skype, phone, and in person for those in the San Francisco Bay Area. Pick up your copy of Diana's book and Diagram Prize nominee, Divorcing a Real Witch for Pagans and the People That Used to Love Them. Available on Amazon today in Kindle and softcover.